Welcome to the No Fame Podcast.
Today's show is sponsored by the letter B.
I pronounced everybody in this room when we got here kind of assholes.
His voice kind of echoes throughout the chamber.
It bellows again and swings around in a circle, letting its arms flail out.
Is the dog on the right staircase where Grimmier was, is it within 5 feet of the railing?
It is within 5 feet of the railing.
Sweet.
8 attacks? Holy night.
That's the fucking DC, man.
Oh, fuck.
Very large bees that almost look like beetles.
Judge's ruling? This has turned into a real fustercluck.
That's only 11.
You're blessed.
You have bless.
That's with the bless.
Oh!
Minutes into the tower, we're like,
Wait, what's happening here?
As its scream peters out, it is going to fix you, Grimmier, with a look from the larger of its two eyes, which is pulsing now and yellow. And I'm going to need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh no. Oh god. I feel like I don't have a super high charisma. I don't. I have a 0. All right, here we go. Charisma saving throw. I shouldn't have shot you. I'm sorry. That's a 15.
A 15? You make it by 1.
Yeah.
So, you take half of 27, so that's 13 points of psychic damage.
Brutal.
And now, at this point, it's the doggies' turn. So, 2 of them are going to rush up, and they'll make it to Judge with a dash, but they won't have time to attack. And the other one is going to rush up the other staircase and make it almost to Grimmier. Okay. We're at Judge's turn again. So, Judge, 2 massive 2-headed dogs have just run across the room, past the fire and up the stairs to trap you on the staircase. They're blocking your retreat down. WB-40 is further up the staircase on your side. You can see the giant below Grimmier on the other side, and Lux is up the doors.
All right. Judge is going to smack his gavel against his shield and proclaim loudly. I pronounced everybody in this room when we got here kind of assholes. And I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians pop up around me. So you cast the spell, you designate a number of creatures that are unaffected, so my group is fine. So in the area, enter the area on the first time, or they start their turn in the area. So the area pops up when they're already here. So they'll just make wisdom saves at the start of their next turn. Yeah, I don't believe I have any bonus actions, because I believe my voice of authority is only for an ally. Yes. They're on me, right? Like, so if I backed up the stairs, they're going to attack?
Yeah.
All right. Judge is going to stay put, and he's going to look at Grimmier and be like, all right, you were right on this one, buddy.
I fucking knew it.
And speaking of, it's Grimmier's turn.
It's my turn. I've got this big stupid fuck right ahead of me. I am going to toss my crossbow kind of towards Lux, not really at Lux. I'm just throwing my crossbow in that direction.
Why, mate? What the fuck?
If he gets it, whatever. And I'm drawing back my sword and I'm going to stab this stupid big giant. My first attack is going to go straight into its eye. Oh, probably not though. With a 14.
Its head is like level with your feet, kind of. Its head is just coming up over the bottom of the stairs, so you can see it through the railings. So you can reach it if you reach over through the railings.
I got a 14, so I probably miss, but I flip around my sword to stab down.
14 exactly hits. This thing is big and not wearing much and hasn't got a lot of natural armor.
Amazing. That's
mostly gross.
13 damage on that strike.
Okay.
Right in its big, goopy fucking eye. And then I'm going to do a cool Dexy Boy thing. And as I thrust down, I'm going to use that to do no hands cartwheel over and down its back and land on the ground and slash at its leg while I'm down there for my second attack.
All right, give me an athletics check.
Love to see it.
Can it be acrobatics? Because I'm doing it in a Dexy Boy way.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a 16.
Okay,
acrobatics.
Yeah. I just didn't. If you had failed, you would not have been making that attack quite as smoothly as you hoped.
And that's a 21 to hit.
Perfect. Okay. 21 hits.
I'm going to expend my, let me double check this. When you hit a creature with an attack using a weapon, I can invoke my fire rune to summon fiery shackles. The target takes an extra 2d6 fire damage, and it must succeed on a strength saving throw.
Okay.
So the damage will be in total for that attack 20 damage total.
And does it take that no matter this? What's the strength saving throw for?
Or they're restrained if they don't.
Okay. So overwhelmed by this strangely clad kin in its midst, this fucking failed, which I really didn't think was going to happen. Unless it got an 11, I assume that failed.
Yes, that does fail. Grimmier, as he slashes his leg, the back leg of this diseased giant, he says, his voice kind of echoes throughout the chamber, "Emba," as these fiery shackles crack up through the stone floor and wrap around the ogre or the diseased giant's wrists and legs. It is restrained for 1 minute. While restrained by the shackles, it takes 2d6 fire damage at the start of its turn. It can repeat a saving throw on the end of each of its turns to try to break free.
Okay. Sick. And we're at WB, unless you got anything else you want to do, Grimmier.
No, I did all the cool things. I'm amazing.
So,
yeah, you're about 3/4 of the way up the same staircase that Judge is on. He's maybe like 10 or 15 feet behind you, and he's got 2 dogs on the other side blocking his retreat back down the stairwell. Lux is ahead of you at the top of the stairwell on the landing by the doors. Just beyond Lux, Grimmier was standing, but he vaulted over and is now on the ground floor with the giant, postulant giant. And there's also another 2-headed dog standing near where Grimmier had been on the stairs. So you're on one staircase with Judge and 2 dogs. Grimmier and the giant are on the floor below, but not directly below you. And Lux is a little bit up ahead of you.
Sorry, can I use my bonus action to second wind? I meant to do that.
Yeah, sure.
Garbage.
One of the dogs by Judge, I'm going to send a swarm of bees at it and cast Infestation.
Okay, what does that do?
Cause a cloud of mites, fleas, and other parasites to appear momentarily on one creature, so in this case they're going to be bees. You can see within range, target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or takes 2d6 poison damage and moves 5 feet in a random direction. So the bees you see go at this dog aren't honeybees or bumblebees. They're very large bees that almost look like beetles, and they're just totally black. They only for this is WB40. You would imagine these are beetles, but they are in fact very large bees, and beetles. And yeah, there we go. They're beetles, and they just surround this dog and just start stinging it over and over again.
Well, you got the one that was already looking a little worse for wear from your first bee. Okay.
And
Anything else you
I'm
wanna
going. Yeah, I'm going to move down next to Judge.
Okay.
Oh, welcome back, friend. Nice to have you.
Nice to be here.
Drawn by the noise of the battle and the scream of the Femorian, 3 more 2-headed dogs arrive at the doorway. Okay, Lux.
Is the dog on the right staircase where Grimmier was? Is it within 5 feet of the railing?
It is within 5 feet of the railing.
Sweet. Then Lux will jump up.
Oh, he's gonna do it.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna jump up on the railing and he's gonna grind down. And with his sunblade, he's going to attack the Femorian as he goes by. And with a dagger in his other hand, he's going to attack the dog.
Do a kickflip.
Because I'm assuming that's within 30 feet, right?
Yes, yeah. If you
Okay.
if you hop up on the railing and start sliding down, you will go by the Femorian and go by the dog within your movement speed. I will ask for an acrobatics.
16.
Okay. I'm gonna get you to roll the second one with disadvantage. You get the first hit on the Femorian, all right, but with a 16, you
That's
don't
fair.
quite balance your slide well enough to get the 2 hits off. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
They're like the old windmill, like, come on. So against the Femorian, that is a nat 20.
Fuck yeah.
Hell
And
yeah.
that gets sneak attack.
Oh yeah, because I'm in range.
Did you use Justin's
are.
dice?
I did use Justin's dice.
So it works.
I'm
It does
amazing.
work.
I wasn't sure if you put a 20 on it.
It's a lighthouse.
It is a lighthouse.
So that's 27 radiant damage. And as we go by the dog, that's still a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
And 1 damage.
1 damage.
And now, interesting thing about Lux is he has fancy footwork. So if he makes a melee attack, he cannot have opportunity attacks before the end of his turn.
Oh.
So I just get to
Okay.
slide right on by.
Amazing. Okay. After Lux, we have the Femorian, who is incredibly displeased with whatever just happened there. So
What the fuck was that? Just went by me.
it's
Wait, what's
Yeah.
happening here?
It bellows again and swings around in a circle, letting its arms flail out. It
It
moves.
takes 10 fire damage.
And that's just from being
The-
near you?
No,
Or-
the shackles.
No, that's
The
the
shackles.
shackles. He's shackled, remember?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
And its movement is 0, and its attacks
Yeah.
are at disadvantage, and attacks against it are at advantage. I was going to remind Lux,
Okay.
but he got a natural 20, so it didn't fucking
Oh.
matter.
Okay, it rolled another completely shit. Oh, the strength saves at the end of its turn, right?
The end of its turn. Yeah.
I'll keep that anyway. Okay, so it spins in a circle inanely and ineffectually. More pissed than ever. More pustules bursting than previously.
Gross.
Gonna go for Rate Club attack at disadvantage on Grimmier.
Bring it, you coward.
Oh my god.
Maybe it's just a DM thing on this podcast.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
must be a
right.
DM thing.
Like, that's 15 to hit.
I put up shielding.
Gonna go for the evil eye at Lux, so that's a charisma saving throw.
14.
That's the fucking DC, man.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
It's a good thing I've got a 7 for my charisma save.
So close.
Yeah, that would have been awful.
Okay, so you still take damage because it's a failed save. So you take 9 psychic damage. We are on to the dogs. 2 of them are gonna take damage from Judge. Yeah,
Wisdom saves, yeah.
wisdom saves. That's 2 11s.
fail and fail.
Okay.
All right, they are going to take 10 radiant damage.
Okay.
Each.
They snap both of their heads at once in the staircase, and it's chaotic. They're trying to catch these guardians, and they just end up smacking themselves into more of them. But in the midst of this, they'll realize that those are not what should be bitten. This large minotaur is what should be bitten.
This juicy hunk of beef right here.
Each one, per its heads, gets 2 attacks. So those 2 attacks are
8 attacks? Holy night.
No, there's only 2 by you, so 4 attacks.
Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah,
each head got an attack. Sorry.
Yeah, each head does.
sorry.
Yeah.
I thought each head got 2 attacks.
No,
Okay.
that would be too much. I wish
Or-
at this point.
or-
But
Oh wait, they do.
that's a 17 to hit and a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Okay. That's 5 damage. 16 doesn't hit either, yeah?
No.
Okay, neither of the second ones get you. However, because one of them got you, I need you to make a con save.
Nat 1.
Ooh.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
These dogs hanging out with this disgusting giant are insanely dirty and diseased.
Oh, no.
So, you now have the poison condition. You have been given a disease from the maw of this disgusting dog. Now that it's so close to you and you have been bitten, that same stench of death comes off that was talked about earlier. So you can use magic to heal the disease, and that will get rid of the poison condition. But the only other way to do it is you can roll a save every 24 hours.
So after 24 hours have lapsed, I can roll again?
Yeah, and if you fail
Okay.
that save at that point, you'll take damage, but then you'll be able to do it again in another 24 hours. But for now, you have the poison condition. The last dog of the first group is going to, like a dog at a racetrack, chase down after Lux, who slid past it on the railing. And gonna go ahead and take 2 bite attacks at Lux. That's an 18 and a 20.
Those will both hit.
Okay.
Ooh. I'll
Uh,
use my reaction to use my cloud rune and redirect that attack at the Femorian, the 20.
Okay. So only 1 bite attack hits.
And the second one will
Lux.
hit the Femorian. It's just like a swirl of clouds that surround this dog after it makes the first attack, and then it is making the attack in another swirl of clouds next to the Femorian, and then it all kind of washes away.
Okay. 5 damage to Lux and 5 damage to the Femorian. And Lux, I need a con save.
13.
13 just makes it.
Oh, thank God.
You are okay. Who are we at? What are we at? What's going on? These dogs, there's so many of them. Judge, what are you going to do?
Judge is going to smash his gavel on his shield again and say, Judge's ruling? This has turned into a real fustercluck. And I'm going to disadvantagedly come down with my hammer and smash the head of the one directly in front of me. And on impact, I will use my embodiment of the law, where as long as it's an enchantment spell, I can change it from an action to a bonus action. And I will cast Bless on my party and myself.
Hell yeah.
So let's smash him on the face. Oh, 16.
16 for the dog. Were you going
Yep.
for the more injured or less injured one?
Honestly, the one that was directly in front of me, so I hope it was
They're both directly in front of you. They're both
Okay,
standing
then
on the
more
stairs. Okay,
more
then.
injured.
Yep, that hits.
That's going to be Jesus max damage on that, so
Nice.
12, and an additional 2 psychic damage.
So 14.
Correct.
All right.
And now everybody is blessed as well.
Sweet.
That dog is looking rough.
I heard it. All right. Yeah, that's it for Judge. He's not going to back up or anything.
Grimmier, you're on the floor. You're the only one on the floor right now of your party. Lux is on his way down, but still on the railing of the stairs. WB and Judge are caught up on the other staircase with 2 dogs blocking their descent. 3 new dogs have appeared in the open doorway, but they have not moved into the room yet. What do you want to do?
I'm going to fucking stab this disgrace of a giant in front of me. How bad does it look?
It's not having a great day. There's a lot of pus mixed with blood running down its sides. It's been screaming and yelling a lot, but it's still flailing its club around, trying its best to murder everybody.
Sounds accurate. I'm going to do what I do and make 2 attacks against it using a Bloodsbane. It's a cool fucking name. That is a 15 for the first one and a natural fucking 20. Yes.
Are you fucking serious, man?
Fuck
Okay,
yeah.
both of those hit.
The first one is 10 damage slashing, and the second one is 15. The natural 20 is 15 slashing damage.
I mean, it's looking even worse. It's unhappy.
I'm going to action surge. 2 more attacks. That's a 21 to hit. The second one was a 19 then.
That hits too.
And that will be 14 damage and then so 21 damage total.
21 damage total?
Yeah.
Okay. We're at WB. 40.
Thank you for clarifying. I wasn't sure if you meant me or one of the other ones.
39 points is headed up.
Oh, did I miss my number?
WB is going to open up his chest slightly, put one arm inside, and he takes out a just a long, jagged piece of looks like red resin, and he's just going to haul back and throw it at the 3 dogs down there, whichever one's closest. And I'm going to cast Ice Knife.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So
Is it a honey knife?
It's a honey knife, yeah.
nope,
Crystallized honey.
it's not honey. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits.
7 damage to the closest dog.
Okay.
And then the shard explodes, and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
9, which I assume fails.
Yes, it does.
17.
Yeah, that one makes it.
Not 20.
Oh,
Fuck that dog.
fuck that dog in particular.
Okay, so what did the one that took damage take?
7 more cold bee damage.
All right. You injured 2 of the 3 dogs that are hanging out at the doorway, and now it's their turn. They're going to split up. One's going to run up, join its compatriot attacking Lux on the railing. That looks fun. And then 2 of them are going to run across the room to Grimmier, who is attacking their master who called them. So that's 2 attacks on Lux. Ooh, that's a 17.
Yeah,
Is that just
that'll hit.
that
It
hits?
just makes it. Yep, I'm 17 armor class.
And a nat 20.
Ugh, this is gonna suck.
I am going to use I'm going to use Runic Shield as my reaction to force that nat 20 to reroll.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, Grandma.
That reroll was a 22.
That
So.
will also hit.
At least it's not a nat 20, I
At least
guess.
it's not a nat 20.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
First bite attack is 8. And you need to make a con save.
14.
That makes it. Next attack, 3 damage. And another con save.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That makes it. All right. You are not taken over by disease.
Hell yeah.
Now
I'm at
Grimmier.
half health though, so
Just your regular diseases that you
Whoa.
have from being
Yeah.
a sailor.
thank you.
Okay, Grimmier. First dog, 2 heads. That's a 6. Oh, nope. And
Bad
19.
19 just hits, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Okay. 5 damage and make a con save.
5 damage. What is my con? Oh, my con's pretty good. Not with a nat 1, though. Wait. Now I can do something. I'm going to use Indomitable. I can re-roll a saving throw that I fail, and I have to use the new roll. Indomitable.
Can't get any worse, right?
Indomitable, you stupid mutt. Fuck. That's a 12. I think that failed.
Is that with your
the
D4?
DC.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay, great. It wasn't, but it would have been a 13.
So you make it as well. Second dog. That's the second nat 20 that dice has rolled.
I'm so sorry, Justin.
Stupid dogs.
Thank you for protecting me.
So that's a nat 20 and a 19.
Both of them.
I rolled a 1 on the dice, so that's only 4 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
But roll a con save.
Here we go. 19.
Okay, you're good.
Nice.
Second damage is 5 and another con save.
13. Yep.
That makes it. So you're good.
Get fucking off my leg, you stupid mutts.
Coming back around, WB40.
Where is the largest grouping of enemies? Or is it like 2
Around
dogs and 2
Grimmier.
dogs?
There's 2 dogs on Lux, 2 dogs on Judge, 2 dogs on Grimmier, and Grimmier has the Femorian beside
Is there
him as
any
well.
way I could use an ice knife against the Femorian that wouldn't hit
Grimmier?
Grimmier?
Grimmier, how tall are you?
8 feet tall.
Okay, if you go for the very top of the Femorian's head, it's only 5 feet, right?
I'll flick a second level ice knife at the Femorian's head.
Finish.
16.
16 hits.
It's, 7 damage from the initial one, and then the dex save.
Oh, thank Christ. 18.
Oh, damn.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second red resin knife explodes, doing no damage against the Femorian.
Judge, you got 2 in front of you still. They need to make saves, right?
Is it their turn or my turn?
It's their turn.
Oh yeah, then yes, wisdom saves.
15 each?
No, fail.
Okay. So how much damage?
A 1, 2, and a 1.
Brutal.
Oh, 4.
Okay, one of them, the one that you've been really like soaking the damage into, is barely hanging on. One of its heads is completely like flopping down and it's catching itself, and the other one is
Not enough.
trying to keep up, but one of them looks pretty rough. They're both going to attack you though. So the rough one is going to attack first, an 8 and a dirty 20.
Yes.
And then the second one is going to attack 13 and a 12. All right. Last boy is the one who chased Lux down the railing. So one more
Great
attack
hand.
at Lux. That's a 9 and a 20.
The 9 does not, but the 20 does.
Okay. 5, and I need a con save. 5 damage and a con save, please.
That's only 11.
You're blessed.
You have bless.
That's with the bless.
Oh!
The disease-laden maw of this dog has finally caught you in your fleshy bits. You are
shit.
now poisoned.
Not your fleshy bits.
That's what you were supposed to be protecting.
What about Bren's sack?
It is, however, your turn, Lux.
Lux is going to take a quick look at his friends to make sure that none of them are directly looking at him, because he's about to cast a spell and he doesn't want them to know he can do magic.
Hi, Lux. I'm looking right at you. I've been looking at you this whole time.
Fuck's sakes.
I specifically said I wanted to keep everyone in eyesight.
Come here, what's that? But I'm going to, because it was so cool that I slid down the railing, I'm going to do Misty Step back up to the top of the railing and slide down again.
Ooh.
So, yeah, I will Misty Step to the top, slide back down, and try and hit this Femorian one more time.
All right, you're going to have to give me another acrobatics or athletics.
19.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
you're
now
fine.
it's just a straight roll against the Femorian because I've got disadvantage and advantage. 19.
That hits.
And I also get sneak attack because I'm awesome. Another 19 damage to it.
Sliding down the railing, how does Lux want to kill this pustulant giant?
He's just gonna yell out, "This is so cool!" as he slides by and cuts its throat, because it'd be almost the exact right height for that.
Yeah, I would say fully.
So I think I want to keep sliding until I get within about 10 feet of the dogs and then jump off so that I don't get attacked by them immediately.
All right, another acrobatics check.
12. Not awful.
All right, not awful. You don't fully fall on your ass. It's not a great landing, though. You didn't look cool.
Everything else was really cool, but that kind of was...
You couldn't stick the landing.
They could see the fear in your face, right, as you flipped, and you were like, oh God, am I rotating enough? Yeah.
Now, before I did a cool rotate, I can maybe... We'll work.
I'd appreciate the help. But I did just kill it, right?
The Femorian is dead on the ground. All right, it would have been the Femorian's turn at this point, but my poor pussy baby didn't even get to deform anybody with its evil eye.
Haha, get wrecked.
So it is the dog's turn. So we're going to have the 2 by Grimmier. We're going to each attack him again. Neither of those hit.
Fuck yeah.
And then the other guy's going to attack. No, neither of those hit.
Get away from
These dogs don't know what to do with themselves. They're distraught at the death of their disgusting master.
Master's dead.
And
Fuck
then
off.
one of them is going to run down around to Lux. Yeah. These dogs just don't know what to do without their beloved gross master. Moving right along to Judge.
I'm going to pull a little Nicky, which was the other option that I was going to have for Judge to be. And I'm going to release the gourd. And I'm going to try and cast Calm Emotions and hit as many in a 20 radius sphere as I can.
Ooh.
To get them to calm down.
20 radius.
The most you could catch is 4, but if you caught 4, it would be all the 4 that aren't near you. So you can either get the 2 near you, or you can get the 4 near everyone else.
I will calm the ones that are attacking my friends.
Okay.
Charisma saves.
Okay. Ooh.
Charm.
That's a 0 after the modifier for one of them.
Yes.
Make the target indifferent about creatures of your choice that it's hostile towards. This indifference ends if the target attacks or harmed by the spell, or it witnesses any of its friends being harmed. So
okay. 3 of them, or I'm assuming 3 of them failed because I got a 0 and 2 8s, but then one of them got a nat 20.
Oh.
That nat 20 is going to stick, yeah.
You have calmed 3 of them successfully. The one that is not calmed is one of the ones by Grimmier.
Okay. I'm going to use Voice of Authority again and make that a bonus action, and then use my action to sneakily slap that one that's really close to dying.
Okay, roll a sleight of hand check.
Yes.
18.
Ooh.
Okay, all right. And then roll your sneaky.
So I'm gonna go I have my hands and I'm gonna spell release the good, but when my hammer comes up, it's gonna crack it in the jaw. 16.
16 hits.
So that's gonna be 6 bludgeoning and my God, why am I damaged with that? And 1 psychic.
That is okay. That dog collapses, its jaw snapping up ever so gently, but just enough to take it out.
Delightful.
So you got 1. Yeah. And we are at Grimmier.
Can I grab a crossbow bolt and, I don't know, using one of my attack actions, throw it to try to lure one of the good dog away with, a crossbow bolt?
Roll an animal handling.
I'll roll it in my blood because I'm bleeding profusely everywhere. 22.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, where you throwing this stick to?
Over
The fire.
the fire. Yeah.
Okay.
100%. That's not us attacking it.
No.
Throwing it past the fire in that direction south towards the main door, I guess.
Okay. It is going to run after the stick. Grimmier, are you doing anything else?
I will take the dodge action to give it disadvantage on its attack rolls against me for the next turn.
Okay.
And I'll stay where I am.
The first and only dodge action
Yeah.
to be used in this campaign.
We don't dodge in this group.
Because you're all terrible fighters.
Until I put you guys in another. Until I put you all in another pickle.
Yeah, right.
WB, we're back to you.
Grimmier, you're not doing too well. Is that correct?
I am incredibly low.
How many hit points do you have total?
Let's say if my maximum was 64%, I'm at 12%.
What?
So on a scale of 1 to 64, you're at a 12. Okay. How's that dog in front of Grimmier looking?
Scratched.
Oh, poor dog. I'll throw a level 2 healing word at Grimmier.
Fuck yeah. What is the healing word?
Yeah, bees.
Bees.
What kind of question was that?
Do I just get swarmed by bees? Is that what's happening?
They sting the healing into you.
They're so sticky.
Their love stings.
Stop fucking stinging me.
Ow, ow.
It's a bunch of bumblebee drones, so they don't have stingers.
Oh,
they just
they
they're
just rub their
cute and
fuzziness
fluffy and
all
make-
over you.
Yeah, they're just the little
That's
little
nice.
furry friends.
I don't mind this.
You have 9 more hit points, and so ends WB40's turn.
Now it's the Pooch's turn. One Pooch is just snuffling around on the stairs, but not really near anyone. He's gonna just lay down. The other Pooch is beside Judge and really fucking hates this hairy man that's appeared in his life. Or one of his friends killed his master. That's a 22 and a 21.
Both hit.
Okay.
I am going to runic shield the 22.
Okay.
Within 60 feet of me, I can do that.
That's still a 21.
Fuck.
So that's 3 damage from one bite and 4 damage from the other bite for a total of 7 damage. And you need to make. Oh, you're already diseased. So.
Oh, right. I forgot he was already
You're good.
diseased. Shit.
Okay, so that's the dogs. And now we're on to Lux.
I'm going to calmly scritch this one behind the ears.
Mm-hmm. All 4 ears.
Yeah, both hands.
Double screech.
Yeah.
It
And
smells
then-
disgusting, and now your hands stink like
Oh.
death.
Well, I mean, I'm already poisoned, so it's fine. So then I'm going to walk away from it towards the dog near Grimmier. I'm going to use my bonus action to dramatically billow my cloak of billowing
Okay,
to obscure the eyesight of the other dogs, kind of like a matador.
Ooh.
okay,
And then
okay.
I would like to stab the angry dog.
Okay,
with
I'm
my
gonna
attack.
make you do a contested. There's 2 dogs that could potentially see this. I'm gonna roll perception for both of them, but I'm gonna get you to roll. I
I'm
want to
assuming
say
stealth or sleight of hand.
performance.
Oh, performance. Oh, that's not as good.
Yeah, no, we're gonna go with sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'll take that. That's in the middle of performance and stealth. I rolled a 2 for an 11.
Ooh.
Okay. One of them rolled a 3, so the one having a nap on the stairs is still having a nap on the stairs. But the other one rolled an 18 for a 23.
Gross.
So
I shouldn't have scratched his ears. It was following me with his eyes.
it was actually the one that you were beside. So
All right, well, then I'm still going to attack this fellow. 15.
yeah, 15 hits.
Sweet. And I get sneak attack.
yeah.
22
Holy shit.
damage. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
man, sneak attack is rad.
Right? Rogues.
Especially
That dog went from looking a little bit scratched to looking very much worse for wear.
Hey, Grandma, do something about this fucker, would you?
Who is this man you were talking about? I don't see any kind of older.
What do you mean you don't
Hold on.
see? You're standing right there, bro. Come on.
We're coming back around to Judge's turn again.
Yeah, so I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. On one side of its head is going to be just like a big round disc with just like that big round part that the gavel smacks into. So that's going to kind of like hover right next to it. And I'm going to use my actual hammer so that it's going to be like a double hit. Warhammer roll is a 10.
10 to hit?
Yeah.
That does not hit.
And a 12. Yeah, 12 for the spiritual.
That does hit.
Hell yeah.
And 7.
Okay.
A lot of 7s.
All my damage dice have been 7s with my hammers.
It has been, actually.
Grimmier, you're fighting side by side with Lux. You each have a dog in front of you. You're in melee. You could reach either of those 2 dogs. One of them looks completely unhurt, the one by Lux, and the one in front of you looks pretty rough. I keep accidentally making that joke, but I'm not sick of it yet. There's a dog on the other side of the fire from you that recently shook off its calm state. It no longer is entranced by the crossbow bolt that you threw for it. And then there's another boy asleep on the stairs that WB is not on.
Well, we've really screwed the pooch on this whole not attacking the dogs thing, so I am going to use something I haven't been able to use because the Femorian, because it's dead now, it was too large for me to do this, but I'm going to use my bonus action using my Shield Master ability to shove this dog, knocking it prone instead of 5 feet away. It's a contested check, though, for it can use, it's like a grapple thing. It can use acrobatics or athletics versus my...
Okay. And you're not trying to be stealthy with this at all?
No, I'm over it.
Nope.
All right.
That was nat 1. Maybe it also will roll a nat 1.
17.
Okay. I try to push it with my shield, and I just like mash its face. And lay down.
The other face comes around the shield at you.
I'm gonna take my 2 attacks then or my first attack, I guess, on that one. Natural fucking 20.
Ooh.
Finish him.
And this is the one that was in front of you.
Maximum damage. Yeah? There's the one that was already damaging.
Yeah. Okay.
That's 16 plus 7, so that's 24.
How do you want to kill this dog?
Sadly, I just like everything in here is gross. And I turn around at the other one, and I'm going to do the same thing with a natural fucking 20.
Wow.
I did say I was going to do the same thing.
You did. You did call.
That's true. Good call. Yeah.
With max damage.
Wow.
What?
Fucking Christ. I'll take a picture. Holy shit. Amazing. That's 23 more damage. How much HP I'm at? I'm at 21. I'm going to split the difference. I'm going to walk around. Can I kite around the one next to Lux to put myself between more dog? Like, I want to take the heat, I guess.
Yeah, you can move around without leaving melee. That's all you want?
Yep.
All right. WB-40.
All right, I'm going to send a swarm of bees at the dog closest to Lux and cast Infestation. So it's a con 16 save.
That's only a 13.
7 poison damage.
So many 7s.
7 bee stings.
This one gets real puffy.
That's it, I guess. There's
Okay.
not much else I can do.
Now we're at Lux.
Cool. This one in front of me, I will swing at it. Dirty 20.
That hits.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's good. It's 21.
Shit. That dog's fucking dead.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
What does it look like?
Looks like a dead dog.
It looks like it's sleeping again.
Lux is going to try to do something cool again. He's going to stab it in between the 2 heads and then step on its back to try and get towards the next one.
Nasty. Astride this dead dog, is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
There was one on the staircase in front of Grimmier. It's left. Was that the one he was facing, or was he facing the other one?
There's only one still on the main floor with you guys.
Okay.
It's a little bit away. You could make it with like half your movement.
No, I will walk up to the other one on the ground floor there and try and hit it.
Okay.
Oh, that's still a 24.
Yeah, that fucking hits.
I only get a D4 on this one. That's 1 whole damage with my dagger.
Ooh! You got a little nick out of its ear.
Watch out.
And then with the rest of my movement, I will back up, so I am back to back with Grimmier.
All right.
You just run into you back up, but it's the front of me because I turned around because everything is dead behind me. What are you doing? Watch where you're going.
Now we're on to that dog's turn. Yeah, it's the only one left. So it's going to run up and make 1 attack at Lux and 1 attack at Grimmier. Grimmier, that's a 7.
Nope.
Lux, that's a 12.
Yes. Thank you.
Christ. Okay. Judge.
What Judge wants to do is going to push the spiritual weapon down, push it back down so that it's next to WB.
Okay.
And have it attack. Disadvantage was a 21.
Ooh.
That hits.
It's a fucking 7.
So many sevens. It's wild. Everything is a 7. Why?
That one looks battered, but not as hurt as it should be somehow.
It's because of all the 7s.
Yeah, it's a lot of 7s.
In a 40-foot cube, how many of these creatures could I hit?
You could hit all of them, but you'd catch everyone as well.
Go out in a big way on the
Yeah.
first floor.
Fuck it, I cast Fireball. No I in team. There is 7 eyes in.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Okay, from up here, how many can hear me within 30 feet? Can
I
all of
would
them hear me from up
say-
here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Compulsion. So creatures of your choice you can see within range that can hear you must make Wisdom saving throws. Target automatically succeeds if it can't be charmed. On a failed save, the target is affected by the spell until the spell's end of its turn. You can use bonus action on each of your turns to designate a direction that is horizontal to. Each affected target must use as much of its movement as possible to move in that direction on its next turn. Can't take actions before it moves, after moving this way, to make another saving throw to try and resist it again.
Okay, so since they have 2 heads, they get advantage on charm saving throws.
That tracks.
Yeah, I can see it.
That fully tracks.
So the first dog, which we'll call the one beside you, gets a 14.
Nope.
Okay. The next one, which we'll call the one beside WB, gets a 16.
Just makes it.
Okay. And then the one beside Lux and Grimmier gets 10.
Okay.
Oh,
So the
oh.
direction is out the front door.
okay. And they take, sorry, do they take their movement right now or on their turn?
On their turn.
You got 2 charmed doggos. Is that all you want to do?
I will use Voice of Authority and make Compulsion a bonus action, and then I will Sacred Flame the one that resisted my Compulsion.
That's 12.
Negative.
Okay.
10.
Wow.
Full
Okay.
damage that wasn't 7.
Impressive.
The one beside WB has definitely been taking a beating. A beating.
A beating.
I see what you did there.
The B pun perked him right up.
Grimmier, you have Lux side by side with you. A dog in front of the 2 of you that looks dazed now that Judge has yelled at it. You can see one dog that still looks fairly ravenous on the staircase across from you beside WB, and another slightly dazed looking dog up on the landing with Judge.
Does it look like it's going to...
Oh no, you could attack them.
No, I was going to say, does it look like it's going to attack me?
No, it looks kind of confused now. It looks like it got a command that it thinks it maybe it's a dog that's no longer
it's
focused.
Compulsion. It's reluctantly doing what I'm telling it to do.
And the one next to WB looks injured? Yeah.
Yes.
The one next to WB definitely looks injured.
Okay, actually, I'll take 1 attack on the dog right next to me then, using Bloodsbane. 19 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
That is...
That's a pretty cool sword name you got there.
Nah,
don't you
it's a
think, Lux?
fucking rad sword name. 9 slashing damage on that
Okay.
one.
9 slashing damage.
And now I'm going to run up my full movement if I can get to the one in front of WB to take my second attack.
Yes, you can make it to WB.
For 24 to hit
That hits.
and another 9 damage.
It's
I don't want to
actually-
use any more shit.
Let's face it, we're probably shutting the doors on both ends and taking a fucking nap after this.
5 minutes into the tower, we're like,
Those dogs were crazy.
should have trained.
Those were crazy dogs.
Half of us are still hungover.
I'm too hungover for this shit.
It looks real bad.
Damn it.
Real bad.
Could have used that nat 20.
WB.
So there is still that one dog in front of me, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As part of WB's artificer levels, he has infused items, and in my character design, they're infused within him. So he's got the bag of holding inside of him, and he's also got an alchemy jug inside of him. So I'm going to pop his wrist down and uncork part of the alchemy jug to pour acid onto the dog in front of me.
Ooh.
So I was wondering, how much damage does this do? So I did some quick math, and there is an acid vial, and an acid vial does 2d6 acid damage.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, but how much is in a vial? Well, luckily, if you look at the vial, it says it holds 4 ounces of liquid. Okay, cool. How much liquid can I pour out of the alchemy jug in one turn? Well, good thing you asked that.
God.
Because you can pour up to 2 gallons out per minute. So how much is that in a round? Well, a round is 6 seconds. So in 6 seconds, you pour out 0.2 gallons. 0.2 gallons is 30 ounces. So that's 7.5 times 2d6 damage. if you'll go along with that.
Oh, okay. I will. I really appreciate you doing the legwork here. So you said 7.5 times 2d8. So we're going to round down for D&D, and we're going to call that 14d8. But D6, sorry. But you're going to have to roll the attack as a dex melee attack, and we'll see how much of the acid actually makes it onto the dog. And that might reduce how many D6s you get to roll.
That's a 4.
And add your proficiency because you're an artificer. This is one of your things.
A robot.
8.
8. Okay. So
It's prone.
it's prone.
It's a dog.
Okay. It's
It
okay.
is prone.
Okay, roll with advantage.
Oh, yeah. My prone paid off after all. Yes.
Roll with advantage, you say. Oh, 15. 11 plus 4.
Okay. You can have 3/4 of your dice. So 3/4 of 14.
Would be
11.
Yeah.
Yeah, give or take.
I didn't bring my safety glasses.
you fool.
I don't wear PPE.
Yeah, Grimmier, make a dex saving throw.
Fuck!
That's
I just wanted to make a dumb joke.
I was wondering, you literally just said that you were in flanking.
that's 39 acid damage.
Okay.
I have a 19 to save.
All right. You make it out of the way, and that dog that had 2 hit points is dead.
Just a skeleton left in front of me.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I really don't want to use another spell slot.
That was cool. That was cool as hell.
And the only weapon I have does 1d6 minus 1 damage, so
And with that, we come out of initiative. Judge and Lux are up on the landing by the closed doors. The fire is burning low and stinking in the middle of the ground floor, which is now littered with a dead Femorian and multiple dead dogs. WB and Grimmier are halfway up the stairs on one side, and the one dog that did survive has fled far, far away. Unless there's something you guys want to do immediately, I think this might be a good time
Absolutely.
to call her for tonight.
yeah.
Thank you so much for listening to the No Fame podcast. The best way to support the show is just by listening, which you're already doing. Amazing. The second best way to support our show is by telling your friends. Hey, why not, right? You can find links to our podcast, YouTube, Discord channel, social media, and so much more at nofame.ca. You can support the show for as little as a toonie at patreon.com/nofamepod or buy us a coffee at ko-fi.com/nofamepod. Thanks again for listening, and we will catch you later on.
Before we go any further, I am going to point out that Calm Emotions would technically have been my 3rd concentration spell. I was like looking down at the roll. I was like, what can I do? What can I do?
Oh,
God damn
So
it,
Calm
man.
Emotions is the only one up. Bless is
Okay.
gone.
Okay.
I'll get rid of my blessed die then.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
That's
All
so
I
fucking
play is
funny.
clerics too. I should have picked up on that.
Oh man, I'm looking
That's
through and I
amazing.
was like, I don't think it's common motions. No, they all are. Everything I've cast.
Yeah,
so
it's
far.
hard.
God,